It's nice to meet you. I don't think I've seen you at school before. Ah, you're an exchange student. That explains it. What year? I'm a fifth-year student too. My name is Rowena Grimsbane. We'll probably attend some of the same classes then. Do you think anyone else is coming? Or are we the last ones? It would be nice to have the carriage all to ourselves. Where do you come from? That is far away. You must have had a taxing journey to get here. Did you travel by sea? You did, and arrived yesterday. That's good to hear. You've had some time to rest, then. Are you looking forward to the new semester? Or are you still mourning summer, like I am? Yes, I enjoy fall as well, but summer is my favorite season, and it's over all too quickly. But the school makes sure we have something to look forward to. They usually throws us a really nice celebration. For the autumn equinox, I mean, with lots of ripe berries and apple pies. A farewell to summer. And we're moving. Nice. Just the two of us then. It's more relaxing that way, don't you think? Plenty of room. How long it takes? The carriage ride should take a couple of hours. Depends a bit on the weather. If it rains, the road could get muddy, and that could slow us down. The school is deep in the forest. Dreamer's Wood, we call it, for all its illusions. But I'm sure you know that already, yeah? Oh, that's actually why you're here. You want to specialize in illusion magic. Makes sense to come here for a semester or two then. We've passed the town gates already. The road winds through a bit of farmland, and then it's straight into the woods. Yes, the school certainly is out of the way. It ensures that there's not much else for us to do other than studying, and whatever else goes on at school. Oh, there are clubs and extracurricular activities. Don't worry, you'll have a decent amount of stuff to choose between. And there is a small village that's popped up around the school over the years. So there's a few shops if you have money to spend. Mostly elven, of course. Rangers, protectors of the forest, you know. Many of the staff are of elven blood as well. It's that kind of school. Specializes in herbalism, alchemy, elemental magic, divination. But I'm sure you know that already. You don't? Not really, huh? You found the information provided to you beforehand somewhat lacking, then? Poor communications, perhaps. I don't mind filling you in if you have any questions. Oh, what's that? Those are all the questions you have. That's a rather long piece of paper, and you wrote on the front and back. Haven't they given you any information? You must have gone through some sort of application process. You want to know absolutely everything. I see. You and me both, I guess. I like to be well prepared when I travel to a new place as well. Saves a lot of time later on. We have a long carriage ride in front of us, so I'll do my best. I can read my book later then. What would you like to know first? What the school looks like? It looks like a large Gothic building, but somewhat lighter and brighter, airier, I suppose, with elven details and lofty rooms. Usually there's 2 students to a room, but seniors sometimes gets a room to themselves. No dormitories, no. And the school is situated on a small hill, so there's a nice view of the surrounding forest from most rooms. It's really pretty. To look out on a landscape completely covered in forest, especially early in the morning as the fog lifts. I like to start my day with a warm cup of tea and a book, read a few pages and look out on the landscape. Have a moment of calm before I leave my room and start my day. Oh, I brew the tea in my room. I always bring plenty of tea blends for the whole semester. Usually it's from this shop called the Mystic Teapot, back in town. They have the best enchanted teas. I can't enchant anything. But you were asking me about the school. It wasn't placed on a hill for the views. The hill contains an arcane wellspring. Oh no, you can't see it. It's deep down on the ground, in a cave that is usually inaccessible. We get to see it exactly once, when we graduate. The graduation ceremony takes place there. The rest of the time it's closed off. But we draw from it all the time to develop our magic skills. It's sometimes referred to as the living heart of the school. If I can sense it when I'm there. No, not really. But when you're away all summer and then return, you certainly notice a boost in your ability to channel magic. Everything you try is just a little bit easier. The wellspring helps you learn to master new spells, to develop the talent you already have. You look skeptical, but it does work, I promise. Cheating? The wellspring seems like cheating to you. I never thought about it that way. Other magic schools help their students in other ways, don't they? If they can. You're wondering if the wellspring makes the school more sought after? No, I don't think so. But the remote location might be working against us. And the woods themselves, of course. The school is certainly not crowded. The school charter, we are here at the grace of the elves, you know. It's their land, and the charter does put a cap on the number of students. But I don't think we've ever reached it. There are room for more. That's why you were accepted, I bet. What school have you attended so far? The Royal Academy of Arcane Arts, in the capital. Really? This is certainly a big change for you, then. The Royal Academy is the best school on the continent. And yet you chose to come here. I'm sure they must have plenty of master illusionists you could study under there. Is Dreamer's Wood really that interesting? Oh, the first years thinks it's creepy, but you do get used to it. Still, we usually don't wander the woods alone. Small groups go out to gather herbs, or just to get away from the school for a bit. Otherwise we don't really explore it, no. Although there are no rules against it. Actually, we are entering the forest proper right now. The stream marks the border, and the bridge is coming up. We are officially in Dreamer's Wood. No, the main road is safe enough and it goes straight through the forest. Plenty of wards on it. Not that the illusions are dangerous, but they can be a bit unsettling. We might see things among the trees from the carriage. It happens now and then, especially at dawn or dusk, or if it's foggy. Oh, no, you can easily tell the difference. They don't look like actual people or animals. They are usually shimmering and translucent. They look white or silver, or sometimes grey. Like clouds. They can look human, elven, or like animals. No, they are not self-aware. I mean, they are just illusions. And they don't ever seem to notice us. They just go about their business. Picking berries, climbing trees, holding hands and dancing, or just walking through the woods. It's like their memories of a bygone time, echoes from the past, and maybe they are. The illusion teachers. There's only one at our school, Master Nevin. I think illusion is the only subject he teaches. He's very talented. People come here to consult him sometimes. Dreamer's Wood. Yes, Master Nevin has studied the illusions of the forest for decades. I think that's the reason he decided to settle down here. He thinks there's an unsolved mystery here, and he might very well be right. You came here specifically for the same purpose, to study the illusions of Dreamer's Wood. You must take more than one class, in addition to illusion. Inscription, okay. And care for magical creatures. Yes, 3 classes is the minimum per semester. Looks like we have none in common then, unless you want to take a 4th one. I study herbalism. It's what I'm going to specialize in. Yes, it's very close to standard potion classes, but with a bit of gardening and foraging thrown in. Mostly plant ingredients and little else. In addition, I study chanting. You know, magic through the respiratory channels. And I take divination classes as well. In fact, I'm developing my own divination deck this year. I like it very much, yes. Started it last semester. I'm sure I'll spend many hours in the library looking into ancient symbolism, trying to decide what to include in my deck. But I've never really looked into illusion at all. Why did you choose that? What do you mean it's all you can do? It's your only magical talent. Illusion magic. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Oh, that's a bit harsh. Calling yourself a one-trick pony. Me. At my assessment, I responded to herbalism, divination, and some elemental magic. I might explore the elemental magic more in the future, but for the time being, I'm focusing on the other 2. So, you really don't like your gift? Why not? The only magical field that does not alter reality in any way. Oh, I see. It's the age-old argument that illusion magic is useless, looked down upon as something that can only be used to trick people or to entertain at parties, used to manipulate, lie and deceive. I know the critique, and I think it's faulty. Illusion magic can be used for good or bad, like all schools of magic. I get that you don't want to be an entertainer. You're more of the scholarly type, right? But illusion magic has great potential for teachers to teach your students with moving images. All sorts of combat training as well. You can fight illusions to realistically practice your moves. Planning, practicing, teaching. Sleep aid as well, or creating artificial environments to soothe and relax people. That can have a great healing effect. Illusion is immensely useful. It has great potential in my view. Besides, those who only show aptitude in one school of magic when they are assessed often excel greatly in that specific field and become true masters of it. It would be a shame if you ended up resenting your gift, your talent. How do they treat illusion magic at the Royal Academy? Do they look down upon it still? Do they see it as only party tricks? What's the problem then? Since it's all you can do, you're expected to enter the military. Why? And to what end? Espionage? Oh yeah, I guess that does make sense. With a talent for illusion and the right training, you can hide anywhere and appear as someone else at will. If that's what it's used for in the capital, then it makes sense that illusionists have a bad reputation there, as someone who cannot be trusted. I understand your stance a lot better now. So you came here to try to put your talent to better use. Because we're far away, and because you heard of the illusions of Dreamer's Wood. You know, that is a worthy cause. It shows a lot of integrity, what you're trying to do. If you want to transfer permanently, I can try to help. We can look into the possibility at least. And who knows, perhaps you'll be the one to solve the mystery of Dreamer's Wood. Master Nevin thinks the name of the forest is very old and no coincidence. Yes, exactly. He thinks there is a dreamer of some sort, an ancient creature, or magical construct, or perhaps an elf sorcerer, buried or sealed away somewhere, or that there is some other ancient magic at work, something that creates the illusions. He is convinced that they are intentional, not natural, and that whatever put them in place is still there, but no one has been able to locate it. See, illusion magic can be interesting. This is worthwhile and important research. In fact, I have a book on it. I intended it as summer reading, but I never got around to it. It's about the forest and the history of the school and its elven influences. I wanted to impress a half-elven classmate, but never mind. Here, Master Nevin penned one of the chapters. It's all about his early research It's a good starting point. You'll arrive better prepared if you read this. Oh, you can keep it for now. It belongs to the school library, and I was not supposed to take it with me when I left for my summer holidays, but as long as you put it back in the library when you're done with it, it should be fine. You want to read it right now? Sure, I'd like to read a bit myself, but don't hesitate to ask me anything else you want to know about the school, okay? I'm glad I met you today. I think this will be an interesting semester for the both of us.